Kratos in honor of God of War Ragnarok launch day. I also have to restructure my YouTube stuff thanks to my good friend Ronnie for helping out with really anything like, I don't know if it's PR or online branding. I think it might be branding. She's good at that. But without further ado, let's get to it. So I did a little practice earlier to see what kind of look I wanted. We'll see how it goes. Well, let's post this real quick. Sorry, bear with me, guys. Cool. Maybe I'll post a gym pic later to work out. Now this thing, the picture that I'm drawing today is actually a screenshot that my brother took of the 2018 God of War. It's an extreme close-up of Kratos screaming. Real high energy, but I think I just wanted to do black and white with a touch of red. You guys know that's my... For some reason I gravitate towards it. Chunky pencil. Charcoal pencil, 25. Perfect. Alright, so the first thing I kind of want to nail is the aspect ratio, because this is a little... It's widescreen, but it's not like super widescreen. Well, this game is good enough. Okay, I'm gonna rotate my phone. That's good, right? Yeah, that feels good. New layer, enter, and I'm kind of just going to start with the line of his face that's going to lead us through this. Conveniently, it looks like it starts in the third. Sort of trails down to, is that the other third? No, maybe not exactly the other third, but that's okay. But this is the line that you typically draw at like someone's face, like down the middle. So the next line that we have to draw are the eyes. And the reason I'm not doing the circle is because it's such an extreme close-up that we can't make out the cranium. So I'm gonna draw his brow line right now. Let's see where this high. Over here. He's got an angry face, so that's definitely affecting it. Let's do some eyeballs. Kratos has a very strong pointed nose downward. Oh, it looks like we gotta go a little bigger because I did not draw enough space for his teeth. Just very loosely sketching where his cheeks and stuff are gonna go. This will be his lip. Oh, do we have to go lower? My goodness. This close-up is really encompassing, I'm just saying. Oh, that's his teeth. Okay. It's also got a very shallow depth of field, meaning that it's out of focus for the most part. The really only crispy part looks like his brow and then his eyes. Cheek line, and then he's got a beard, which I kind of don't want to draw a super crispy line because it's not super crispy. It's There are no clippers back then, I don't think. And I don't want to spoil too much. I'm not going to spoil much at all. It's not a spoiler, trust me. But for anyone that's playing the game right now, I was very surprised with the way some characters talk, because I guess for the last one, everyone's pretty like... I'm used to the way people talk in like Skyrim, or, you know, The Witcher. These medieval sci-fi... Hang on, my mom is calling me. Be right back, guys. Hello, hello. Sorry, I stepped away for a second. Coming back. Like we said, we are drawing Kratos. And again, we are drawing an extreme close-up of a screenshot that my brother took from the 2018 game. I'm really just worried about getting basic shapes down. I'm not too... I don't even know if it's basic shapes. It's kind of like loose line work, I guess. And yeah, I don't know how to categorize, but that's okay. I've been playing a lot of Cyberpunk lately. Man, it is like I've got the game again for the first time. It is. And I mean, I definitely owe most of it to Edgerunners, but I find myself wanting to come home and having like an itch to play. It's wild because I've tried to start this game so many times. My girlfriend Diamond can attest. My brother has watched me so many times. It's a little ridiculous. I won't cap, but this most recent time, guys, I'm into it. I guess it's because I'm kind of like chasing that Cyberpunk Edgerunner character development, the way that we saw in David. I'll not spoil, but if anyone knows, like, then you know. It's just not addicting. It is kind of addicting because I'm like, what's this next mission gonna give me that I can improve myself with? Been watching some Big Mouth too. The new season. No verdict yet, but I watched Human Resources. I think that came out this year. It was pretty good. Okay, we got too much of the head going on. Let's chop that down. And I'm doing good. I can't remember. Well, I think I had already gotten the job. Yeah, I got a job at Walgreens, and I'm still... My schedule's still kind of fluctuating, so finding a consistent schedule, time to stream has been a little hard, but I'm trying to get in where I can. And I thought that God of War's Ragnarok release date today would have... is a good as opportunity as any to try and get a drawing done. How you been, though? Any luck finding employment? I know it's hard, so, I mean, yeah. I felt like I was applying to jobs forever before Walgreens finally said yes. His eye's a little tricky. Not only is it slightly out of focus, but just the placement, I guess, when you get up close. Just sick, man. Congratulations. Are you going to be living that Walter White life? I apologize if you got a lot of those jokes already. I feel like I had to, you know? Wow, getting some character in there. We love an extreme close-up. As I already know, we love good teeth. But Kratos's will be as like, don't worry, it's not going to be this defined. I'm just placing them so I know where they are. Yeah, like his mustache is so thick already that it covers quite a bit of what would be here anyway. And his beard is in the way. After this stream, I'm gonna help my mom move some stuff. That's a scar. Oh shit, I forgot about his red. The red marking, the titular thing. I guess that kind of makes Kratos so recognizable. Man, I've been doing that, but this is a... Oh wait, you mean... It's not a bad exercise. I think I've seen someone do that with Gus Fring from Breaking Bad. Not to beat a dead horse, car wash joke, but I guess bring it back home. Yeah, the skull exercise is great. I suppose I try to do that subconsciously, specifically, like, I mean, dealing with an angle like this where, you know, you've got quite a bit of muscle and flesh that are covering up the defining features. Like, Kratos' cheeks are a little thick in this shot. His nose is also kind of big, so it kind of makes it hard to think about the structure underneath, like, the skull of the nose. Like, obviously, we know that the nose is, like, you know, right, sort of right there, give or take, because the teeth are right there. And we know that that's how skulls work. But then you try to think about, if this is his eyeball, then his eye and his brow's right here. His like socket has to be like that big, so his cheekbones are over here. It's always a treat getting to draw like Two-Face or something, because you just get to draw them like right next to the subject, so you really get to, like, I think it just adds so much to both, because the skull looks good, but then if the skull looks good, then the face looks great too. It's just really informing how the face should look. Gotta say, we like that a lot. Thanks, Ronnie. Hope you're okay. I gotta change the YouTube things, I know. As you should, Alex. Alright, let's add... You guys already know we're going in with some value. Kind of skipped straight into the drawing nice phase. Typically I try to do shapes and stuff, but going straight into some detail here. Thanks, Ronnie. Hope you have a good whatever you're doing too. But since this is grays and blacks, I think we might like go in crazy a little bit with the values, just to really hammer away. So which means we might go in with some whites a little bit. Right now I'm gonna hit his beard a second time. Keeping it loose, just because we know we're probably going to tighten things up later. We don't want to dig ourselves into any kind of hole with detail that we might not like later on. In Blender, I think they call that non-destructive workflow, so that you can go back and change something really easily later on. You don't want to have to mess up something that you did. So I'm going to not lift my cursor up, and I'm going to do the eyebrows. Do another eyebrow, Jason Momoa. What? Do his eyelid. Just a little. And then I'm going to do the inside of his mouth, because it's pretty dark in there. And then we're probably going to hit it again just to affirm its darkness, especially against the beard, because right next to it kind of looks like it's blending it. We don't want that. We want it to be very dark. The beard has black too, like dark, but it also has silver hairs, which help it like look textured, as opposed to the shadow back here. Oh, he's got a tongue, but we'll see how well the tongue comes out, because they're red. Hit the pauldron of his shoulder. And this technically, I guess, could be like its own background, but we'll go over this later. Just filling it in with some darker value now to make it look a little bit more like the screenshot. Like right here in the middle, that's where it gets a little darker. this one is really dark. Now we're gonna go in. It looks like his face is sort of in a shadow. There's some highlights, but we'll get to the highlights a little bit later. So, got some heavy shadow underneath his brow, which is pretty normal, especially for people with strong brows. But it does get darker over here in the laugh line that he has. I'll probably cover his eye a bit too. Dark too. Probably hit over his eye similarly. Same thing underneath the laugh line's pretty dark. It's kind of entirely pretty dark. Erase that, we don't like that dark spot. Now, I guess drawing his pores might be a little hard because I've never done like that kind of work. I guess I go over his eye, or you guys know, the red tattoo. Nice. Might have to fix his teeth a little later, but that's okay. As long as we nail it with these broad strokes. We could try going in with the light to show what you mean. Yeah, over here really. That's where this light is hitting his wrinkles very nicely. Kind of see that it just really, I might go in with the pencil actually, just really hugs in all the detail. Bump this up 14. Okay. Outline his nose. A lot of the black just kind of gets lost. We make sure that the highlights are getting proper treatment. Oh yeah, for sure over here. All this detail changes from black to white. The light really just, it's a good contour. If anyone here watches cosplay, Chris is kind of like the opposite of black shoe polish. Typically, when he does a figure, he'll put on black shoe polish, and it's like this very thin liquid that hugs the crevices of a toy or a mold, I guess. But what it does kind of feeds this shadow. And you see it all the time in video games. Like if you played any, I don't know about now Assassin's Creed, but earlier ones, if you ever look at their underarms, you notice that they're darker and they're colored darker to look like shadow. But I mean, that's just like the limitation of time. Because people, I mean, clothing typically doesn't have darker underarms just to look like shadow. It's just, that's just how light works. But you can only do so much on a, video game. color now, guys. It's pretty fun. And there's not a lot of color, as you probably can tell. The background's really just blank white, but we might bump it down to a gray. Like a very light gray. I low-key don't... I guess I could just start at G. Oh. Dude, me neither. I was... Armand and I were always, like, big fans of his. Whoa. Whoa, that was cool. Yeah, that's fine. So, new layer, going with the gray, and... It's a little bit darker. But yeah, cosplay Chris. I really, I guess I didn't watch too much of his cosplay stuff. I really just watched the custom collectibles that he did. So whenever he like stopped doing those for a while, I was like, do I need to watch him? And the answer was definitely no. I enjoy his stuff, but I'm very big fan of his custom collectible work. Not that his cosplay stuff isn't good, it's just I don't cosplay that much myself, so it doesn't interest me. Sorry, I felt like I was rambling just then. Some darker hues, you guys already know. Because that beard is dark. OG Titan holds a special place in my heart. I think it always will for a lot of people. Terra, man. Terra always felt like forbidden fruit on that show because it really was like so mature. I guess in retrospect, I was almost watching it like, am I supposed to be watching this? Like this feels almost adult, but I mean, it was digestible in a way I understood it. Like I never was confused. Truly a testament. It's such a great show. Don't get me wrong, like Young Justice is doing great, but I feel like the goal is always to. Could this have been Teen Titans? You never know. Do you have a favorite Teen Titan? I know mine's, but I'm not gonna. I might have to find a brush that can help me with this pores, because I'll tell you right now, do you want oil? Let's try this one. It's not bad. Not bad at all. So man, I'm gonna try white. That's too dark. Dick Grayson's Robin, not a... Yeah, Jason's kind of my favorite. It's part because I'm the second son, so the second Robin. I remember liking Nightwing for a bit, but I mean, I guess it's just kind of like that old twin thing where it's like, if he likes it, you know, I don't want to like it, so... But I mean, in retrospect, I'm very happy with my choice, because Gotham Knights has been really great, but my favorite color is like this greenish blue, which also happens to be the color of all the Lazarus in Gotham Knights, so... I'm pretty happy. I also ended up liking the white highlight. This was all separate, but... separate of Jason and all his like nuance, but oh, thanks, man. It's all part of the process. Should I attempt sample brush 415? I try it all pastel. That's not bad. We try that for the beard. Oh, never mind, buddy. That's weird. Helpful too. So we'll try this with the beard first down here. Oops. And then we'll probably hit it. Oops. Let's go a little bigger. I guess I'm just trying to fill in like this texture. Because I know I'm going to go in with a pencil in a second and do some real detail work. But I want to keep it nice and soft and loose. Because when you look at it from afar, it looks kind of good. I mean, it looks good up close to it. Then I'll bust the gray out, go a little lighter. Lighter, a little darker. Yeah, this will probably be some pencil work right there. Particular. Oh, I got a new bed, guys. I don't know if I explained this before, and I apologize if I have, but I have a very kind of smallish room, but there's people living in it. But I have not had a new bed since I was like 13, so I got a new bed, and it is 48 by 75 inches. Now, if that sounds like a weird measurement to you, that's because it is. That's because That's what's called an RV mattress, or a 3/4 mattress, or a super single mattress. There's a bunch of different names. But it's not very common in the States. And that's because they just like phased them out. But they're kind of common in Europe. So way back a few months ago, I tried to order a new bed, but didn't see that it was from Europe and that they wouldn't ship to the US. Wah, wah, wah. So I bought a mattress, but I didn't have a bed frame. And because they sell the mattress in the States, like for RVs and stuff, but they do not sell it. They don't sell bed frames. So I've been trying to get a bed frame, and as fate would have it, a good friend from high school, his name's Jesus Lozano, probably the best fighting game player, or one of the best fighting game players I know. But he welds now, so got in contact with him, and he was like, "Oh man, I could do it." And we went and got some materials the other day, and hopefully tonight I should be sleeping on the new bed that's been sitting in my living room for a few months now. Unfortunately, but that's okay. His teeth are gonna have to come back a little wider. That's okay though. Dude, fucking me too. You have no idea. I've been looking forward to this day. Alright, let's grab a pencil, see if we can't fix some stuff up. Well, let's go in with the gray for the beard. Thanks, man. I know Armand's been... There should be movement on the demo soon. I'm not going to promise a date. But it should be on Patreon first. Oh, it's good. It's just, we've been, like I said, Armand and I were at like an impasse, because he was like, I just want to release it, you know? And I was like, bro, we have to polish it. We need to make sure that it's like, not releasable, because it definitely is releasable because it's playable, but I was like, do you want to give them something like the last demo, where you knew it was a work in progress, so you weren't that like, too worried about all the bugs and stuff. So he did some thinking. And he's been like, I played it the other day and I just came up with this big list of stuff for him to like try. I mean, I was writing down like every possible idea I had, but what that I think it helps him do is like see stuff out. It's like, does he really need this? Does he really need that? Does he need to do this? Oh, he definitely should do that. So that's where the demo is right now. And music's been kind of difficult because I'm sure you saw the little teaser that he came out with the other time, but it had synth. It's really kind of the first time that we explored synth with Hellboy. Because I'm not going to say like his bread and butter synth, but I know that he likes synth a lot. So I think he was like trying to avoid it a bit, just so he didn't want to like fall back on it. But we're there, so. What a wonderful beard. What a wonderful... I'm sorry. thank you enough for coming to these, Alex. They can be pretty drab sometimes. Trash to me. My God, that's such a thick mustache. I can only hope one day. Same. Your ideas are fucking stellar too, man. The casting for Roger and Liz, A1. If there was ever a TV show, I would love to see that. Like, I mean, obviously, like if the if the show was animated in the style of Mignola, then I think the voice casting, my God, bro, could you imagine? I think the live action would be good too, but I don't know if like John Bernthal or Aubrey Plaza would ever get down like that. I'd hope, but yeah, beard looks fine. Probably gonna have to go over. I'm not gonna do that eyebrow. We'll do this eyebrow. Who did you say would be a good Hellboy? Did you have a Hellboy fan casting? I don't know. I mean, David Arbor, wasted. Especially after that new season of Stranger Things. Wasted. Just a really big waste. Killer eyelashes. Oh yeah. Bro. I just watched Candyman, the new one, and I forget that he's in that. I'd love to hear him and Jeffrey Wright just have a conversation. Just going with the teeth. Because I already know that we gotta have good detail for the teeth. Yeah, that's fine. We don't want to see too much of it either, so probably just gonna have to color. Maybe we probably have to go in again with his beard to finish the strokes. Or to redo the stroke, excuse me. Sorry. Kratos' teeth are a little messed up, rightfully so. You don't kill the Olympians. Just very loosely doing this one because this one's covered in shadow. Okay, that's kind of where it goes. We'll cover that up in a little bit of shadow. Well, probably a lot of shadow actually, if it's going to be black. Make this bigger. Teeth, man. Teeth are... I feel like if you draw teeth over and over again, you'll get it. I forget where oh, there's actually this animated movie. I feel like you've seen it, Alex. It's The Dark Knight Returns, part 1 or 2, but they try to emulate the way Frank Miller draws in the animation style. And I do watch it, but the way the animation is done in that show, or in that production, they don't outline each tooth with a black line. They kind of do the general shape with the color and then outline the whole thing. I thought that was so much more appealing to look at than what I was doing, which was outlining each tooth, and that just makes it look so, like, dirty. Guess now we gotta go in with the red. Now typically I kind of go for a red closer to pink. It's just, I like red like that. Those movies are great. Too good. I'm going dark right now. Just kind of barely coloring it. Well, I guess that's kind of how it looks, low-key, because he's... I don't know what the story is. I mean, I do know the story, but it's a little... Oh shit, you don't want it like that. It's like his tattoos are fading, so I guess I should use a pencil for skin. Yeah, that's all fine. Might have to be a little darker over here. Yeah, definitely. Which is wild because it looks pretty light. But we'll do some dark over here too because his tongue's down here. Dude, truly, Bryan Cranston will forever be my Gordon. I thought it was too good. He really, I mean, especially the first few episodes of Breaking Bad, he really does a great job of this, like, I guess this guilty innocence. I know that's an oxymoron, but like, Jim has done bad things, and he's not a saint, but he tries to do the right thing. But yeah, Ben McKenzie, it's really weird watching that in Gotham, because like when he speaks, me and everyone have this impression that we do of him, where he's like, wait, it's just this gruff, almost bark that comes out of him. Alex, did you happen to see the animated film, The Long Halloween? Thoughts? So good. Same. Same. Armand and I really thought we weren't gonna like it, especially after how attached we got to the animated movies that came before, like Batman Bad Blood and stuff. But really grew on us after a bit. I didn't watch any other movies like I don't know if it was Justice Society, World War II, or the stuff. Like, I know that there were some movies that came out a little bit after with the similar style. Yeah. That optimism, Alex. I gotta do yellow in his eye for sure. I think we're kind of close to being done, just a little. Let's do a deeper orange. Let's get them Pennywise eyes. Sorry, I'll go in with the shadow again. Just give me 1 sec, guys. The yellow, I'll glow a little bit. You know me, I'm trying to refrain from like throwing some spit on there. But should we call that? I don't know. Is it missing some grit? I guess it could use some. Nice quick stream. Might touch this up a little later, we'll see, but I'm comfortable with where it is right now. Like the red. Oh wait, hang on. Fuck, didn't do his eyebrow. Oh, classic Evan. Thank you. You're good. I'm just gonna do his eyebrow real quick, but thanks, Alex. Alright, there we go.